Hey Cancer, I need to talk to you about something really serious that came through in this reading. I just pulled cards for you, and honestly what showed up made my stomach drop a little, because there are some genuine danger signals here that we need to address. This is not about scaring you, but about making you aware of what is happening behind the scenes so you can protect yourself properly. So, before I get into the cards, let me just say that I have been doing tarot for years now, and there are certain energy signatures that show up when someone is actively working against you. Not just casual negativity or someone being jealous from a distance, but actual intentional harmful energy being directed your way. And Cancer, that is exactly what I am seeing in your reading today. Someone in your circle or someone who has access to your life is doing things that go beyond normal human pettiness. We are talking about someone who has potentially crossed into dangerous territory with their obsession and their need to harm you. I know that might sound dramatic, but just stick with me through these cards because what came through is very specific and very concerning. The universe is literally putting up warning signs for you right now, and I would be doing you a disservice if I did not share exactly what I am seeing. Your guides and your ancestors are trying to get your attention because time is actually of the essence here. All right, so let me walk you through what came up. The first card I pulled for you, Cancer, is the Seven of Cups. And this card immediately told me that someone has been creating illusions around you. The Seven of Cups is about confusion, fantasy, deception, and being unable to see what is real versus what is fake. In the context of what we are discussing today, this card is showing me that someone has been deliberately clouding your judgment and your perception. They have been feeding you false information, or creating scenarios that make you question your own reality and your own instincts. What is really disturbing about the Seven of Cups in this position is that it suggests this person is using some form of manipulation that goes beyond just lying to your face. I am talking about energetic manipulation. This could be someone who practices certain types of spiritual work, or someone who has consulted with someone who does. They are creating a fog around you, basically, so that you cannot see their true intentions or their actions clearly. You might have been feeling confused lately, Cancer, like you cannot trust your own thoughts or you keep second-guessing yourself about someone or something. That is not by accident. That is the Seven of Cups energy being used against you. This card also came through with imagery that honestly made me uncomfortable. Because in traditional Seven of Cups depictions, you see all these different cups with different things in them, and some are gifts, while others are illusions or even dangers disguised as something appealing. In your situation, Cancer, I am getting that this person might be offering you things or doing things that seem helpful or kind on the surface, but there are hidden motives underneath. They might be bringing you food, drinks, gifts, or offering to help you with things. But the energy behind these gestures is not pure. There is something else going on. I want you to think about anyone in your life right now who has been unusually generous or unusually interested in your well-being, especially if this is someone who maybe was not that close to you before, or someone whose attention feels a bit off. The Seven of Cups is warning you that what you are seeing on the surface is not the full picture. There are multiple layers of deception here, and you need to start looking deeper at people's actions and motivations around you. Trust your gut, Cancer, because even if you cannot logically explain why, something feels wrong. Your intuition is picking up on the energetic manipulation that this card is highlighting. The second card that came out is the Ten of Swords, and Cancer, this is where things get really serious. The Ten of Swords is one of the most intense cards in the entire deck. It represents betrayal, backstabbing, hitting rock bottom, and complete endings usually brought on by someone else's actions against you. This is not a gentle card. This is a card that shows someone being attacked when they are vulnerable or when they are not looking. And in the context of your reading after the Seven of Cups, this is telling me that while you are being confused and manipulated by illusions, someone is preparing to strike or has already begun striking against you in ways you might not be fully aware of yet. What came through really strongly with the Ten of Swords is the energy of poison. Now, I am going to be very direct with you here because I think you need to hear this clearly. When I say poison, I mean that literally and energetically. There is a very real possibility that someone is trying to harm you through things you are ingesting or consuming. This could be someone tampering with your food or drinks. This could be someone adding things that would make you sick or drain your energy. I am not trying to make you paranoid, Cancer, but the Ten of Swords, combined with the Seven of Cups, is a very specific combination that points to hidden harm being done through deception. Why? An energetic level, the Ten of Swords is also showing me that this person might be doing spiritual work against you that is designed to completely drain you, exhaust you, make you sick, or break you down mentally and physically. This could be curse work, hexes, or other forms of negative energy being sent your way with serious intention behind it. The Ten of Swords does not represent light or casual negativity. This represents someone who wants to see you completely defeated and removed from their path or removed from a situation they feel threatened by. I kept getting the word sick while I was connecting with this card for you. Like this person either wants you to become physically ill or they are already taking steps to make that happen. Please, Cancer, I need you to be very careful about what you are eating and drinking, especially if it comes from someone you do not completely trust. Be mindful of food that is left unattended or drinks that someone insists you have. I know this sounds extreme, but the energy of the Ten of Swords is extreme, and your guides would not be bringing this forward if it was not a genuine concern. The other thing about the Ten of Swords is that it shows someone who is willing to go to dark lengths to get what they want. This is not someone who is going to fight you fairly or confront you directly. This is someone who operates in the shadows and who strikes when you are not protected or when you are not expecting it. They are counting on the element of surprise, and they are counting on you being too confused from the Seven of Cups energy to realize what is happening until it is too late. But the fact that these cards are coming out now means the universe is giving you a heads up. You still have time to protect yourself and to take action. Now, the third card I pulled is the Magician, and this confirmed everything I just said about spiritual work being done against you. The Magician is the card of manifestation, willpower, skill, and using tools and resources to create outcomes. In a positive reading, the Magician is amazing because it represents someone who knows how to make things happen. But in the context of your reading, Cancer, with these other cards, the Magician is showing me that there is someone who is very skilled in manipulating energy and very knowledgeable about how to use spiritual practices for harmful purposes. This person knows what they are doing. They are not just casually throwing negative thoughts your way. They have either studied certain practices themselves, or they have hired or consulted with someone who is a practitioner of darker spiritual work. The Magician has all the tools laid out on the table in the card imagery, and that is exactly what this person is doing. They are using every tool and every trick they know to try to bring you down. This could include spell work, ritual work, using your personal items or photos, creating confusion through manipulation, and yes, potentially using physical means to harm you as well. What makes the Magician particularly concerning here is that this card represents someone who is very intentional and very focused. They are not doing this haphazardly. They have a clear goal in mind, and they are working methodically towards it. They might be doing rituals regularly or maintaining consistent energetic attacks against you. This is sustained effort, not just a one-time burst of negativity. The Magician is someone who understands the power of consistency and repetition in manifestation, and they are using that knowledge against you. Also want you to understand, Cancer, that the Magician can represent someone who appears very charming, capable, and trustworthy to others. This might be someone who has a good reputation or who other people think highly of. They know how to present themselves well, and they know how to hide their true nature. So do not assume that just because someone seems nice or successful or spiritual in a positive way, that they could not be the person behind this energy. The Magician is all about masks and presentation. They show people what they want them to see while working their real agenda behind the scenes. If you have been feeling unusually drained, having nightmares, experiencing a string of bad luck, feeling foggy or unclear in your thinking, having unexplained physical symptoms, or noticing that things in your life are falling apart in weird ways that do not make logical sense, then you are experiencing the effects of what the Magician is doing. These are classic signs that someone is working against you energetically. And combined with the warning about physical harm from the Ten of Swords, you really need to take this seriously and start protecting yourself on all levels. The fourth card that came through is the Lovers, and this is where the motivation behind all of this becomes clear. The Lovers card is about relationships, partnerships, choices, and connections between people. In your reading, Cancer, the Lovers is telling me that this entire situation revolves around a relationship or a connection that this person either wants with you, wants to destroy, or feels jealous and threatened by. This could be about a romantic relationship where this person wants your partner or wants you. This could be about a friendship or family connection where they feel you are getting attention or love that they think should be theirs. This could even be about a professional partnership or opportunity where they see you as competition. The Lovers appearing here tells me that this person's actions are driven by obsession and emotional intensity. They are not just casually disliking you. They have strong feelings involved, whether that is desire, envy, possessiveness, or rage about feeling rejected or overlooked. When the Lover shows up in a negative context like this, it often points to someone who cannot handle not getting what they want in terms of connection or partnership. They would rather destroy what they cannot have than see someone else have it or see you be happy without them. This adds another layer of danger to the situation because when someone is acting out of obsessive emotion, they are not thinking rationally. They are driven by their feelings and their ego, and they will justify almost anything to themselves as being acceptable or deserved. This person has probably convinced themselves that you deserve what they are doing to you. They might have created an entire narrative in their head where you are the villain and they are just getting justice or taking back what is rightfully theirs. The Lovers in this position shows that their actions are very personal and very emotionally charged. I am also getting with the Lovers that there might be a third party involved in this dynamic. The Lovers can represent a triangle situation where there are three people connected in some way. So this could be someone who is jealous because you have a relationship with someone they want. Or this could be someone who is working with another person to harm you. The energy feels very much like there are multiple people or multiple factors at play here, all connected by relationships and emotional entanglements. You might need to look at your situation and see where triangles exist in your life right now because that is likely where this thread is coming. From the fifth card is the Five of Swords, and this card is all about conflict, defeat, winning at all costs, and unethical behavior. The Five of Swords shows someone who will do anything to win, even if it means playing dirty or hurting others in the process. This person does not care about fairness or morality. They only care about coming out on top and making sure you lose. In traditional imagery, the Five of Swords shows someone who has won a battle, but in a way that leaves everyone damaged and the victory feels hollow. But the person holding the swords does not care. They just wanted to win. In your reading, Cancer, the Five of Swords confirms that this person is willing to use any method necessary to bring you down. They have no ethical boundaries. They are not going to suddenly grow a conscience and stop what they are doing. If anything, they are probably escalating their efforts because they are getting desperate, or because they are not seeing the results they want fast enough. The Five of Swords is ruthless energy, and it shows someone who has crossed moral lines and will continue to cross them. This card also tells me that this person might be spreading rumors about you, turning other people against you, or trying to damage your reputation along with their other attacks. The Five of Swords is about defeating your enemy on multiple fronts. So while they might be doing spiritual work against you, and potentially trying to harm you physically, they are also probably working to destroy your social connections and your standing with others. They want you isolated, weakened, and defeated in every possible way. What I find particularly disturbing about the Five of Swords here is that it shows someone who takes pleasure in seeing others suffer. This is not someone who is doing harm reluctantly or who feels guilty about it. This is someone who actually enjoys the process of tearing you down. They are watching you, waiting to see signs that their work is affecting you, and they are getting satisfaction from any struggle or pain they think they are causing. That is a very sick and twisted energy, Cancer, and it tells me that this person is genuinely dangerous, not just annoying or petty. The final card I pulled for you is the Six of Pentacles. And this is actually where I see hope and protection coming in. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity, balance, giving and receiving, and karmic justice. In the context of this reading, the Six of Pentacles is telling me that what this person is doing to you is going to come back to them multiplied. The universe keeps accounts, Cancer, and when someone uses their resources, knowledge, and energy to harm an innocent person, there are consequences. The Six of Pentacles represents that cosmic balance being restored. This card is showing me that even though this person thinks they are being clever and getting away with their actions, they are actually sealing their own fate. Every bit of negative energy they send your way, every harmful action they take, every dark intention they hold is being recorded by the universe, and it will be returned to them. The Six of Pentacles often shows up when karmic justice is about to be served and when someone who has been taking advantage or acting unethically is about to get their dues. I am also seeing with the Six of Pentacles that you have spiritual protection and support even if you cannot see it or feel it right now. This card can represent help coming from unexpected sources, resources being provided when you need them, and the right people or opportunities showing up to support you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the universe itself are aware of what is happening and they are working to protect you and to expose this person. The Six of Pentacles promises that you will receive help and that balance will be restored. What you need to do. Cancer is take practical steps to protect yourself while also trusting that divine justice is in motion. On the practical level, please be very careful about what you consume, especially around certain people. Consider cleansing your space regularly, protecting your energy, and being mindful of what information and access you give to others. If someone has your personal items, you might want to get them back or cut energetic cords with that person. If you know who this might be, consider distancing yourself from them as much as possible. On the spiritual level, I would suggest doing protection work for yourself. This could be as simple as visualizing white light around you, carrying protective crystals, saying prayers or affirmations of safety, or working with spiritual practitioners you trust to help shield you. You can also send the energy back to sender, which means any harm meant for you returns to the person who sent it. The Six of Pentacles supports this kind of karmic return, and you are completely within your rights to protect yourself and to ensure that negative energy does not stick to you. I also think it would be wise, Cancer, to pay attention over the coming weeks and months to see who around you starts experiencing sudden difficulties or whose mask starts slipping. The Six of Pentacles tells me that this person's actions are going to catch up with them, and when karma comes calling, it is not gentle. They might experience health issues themselves. Their own plans might backfire, their reputation might get damaged, or they might face consequences that seem to come out of nowhere but are actually the result of what they have been putting out into the world. The truth is that people who operate in darkness and who use harmful practices against others always eventually face the consequences of their actions. It might not happen on your timeline or in the way you expect, but it will happen. The Six of Pentacles promises that. Your job is not to seek revenge or to try to fight this person at their level. Your job is to protect yourself, stay in your light, and let the universe handle the justice part. Trust me, the universe is way more creative and effective at delivering karma than we could ever be on our own. So Cancer, to wrap this all up, I want you to take this reading seriously, but I do not want you to live in fear. Fear is actually what this person wants. They want you scared, confused, weak, and defeated. Do not give them that satisfaction. Instead, get informed, get protected, and get confident in the fact that you have powerful forces on your side. The cards have revealed what is happening so that you can take action, not so that you can panic. Be smart about who you trust, what you consume, and what energy you allow into your space. Cleanse and protect yourself regularly. Stay connected to your own spiritual practice and your own inner guidance. And most importantly, know that this person's time is running out. The Six of Pentacles has spoken, and karmic justice is already in motion. What they have done in secret will be revealed, and what they have sent out will return to them. You are stronger than they realize, Cancer, and you have protection they cannot penetrate if you stay conscious and intentional about guarding your energy. This is a wake-up call, but it is also an opportunity for you to step into your power and to recognize who around you is real and who is playing games. Trust your intuition, take care of yourself, and watch as the universe handles the rest.